Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. So today's video is going to be sort of like a wrap-up of everything that we know about the Ghost Recon Wildlands PvP open beta that comes out next week, and I'm going to kind of go through everything that you guys need to know about the beta so that you guys are ready to go next week when it comes out. So first things first, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a backstory to what the PvP story kind of is. So it's not just random people thrown into Bolivia. There's actually a little bit of a story behind it. So after the events of the campaign, if you guys played the campaign, which I'm sure you guys have, after those events, there are special operations units around the world that have arrived in Bolivia, and the Ghosts need to work as a team to prevent them from gaining a foothold in the region. So that's what the PvP is kind of based around, is a bunch of special forces teams from around the world are coming in after the Ghosts destabilize the region. You know, they destabilize the Santa Blanca cartel and the Unidad and everything, and all of these other people are trying to come in and kind of take over where the cartel left off. So that's kind of the basis of PvP. So there is a little bit of a story to it. You know, it's not just something kind of random thrown into the game, you know, a bunch of different people trying to shoot each other. So there is a little bit of a backstory to it. So I'm actually really happy to see something like that. So it's not just random. There is kind of a point to what's going on in the PvP. So the dates of the PvP, if you guys haven't seen my other videos and stuff, the dates of the PvP, you can preload it on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It is on all three platforms. You can preload it on Tuesday the 19th. That is next Tuesday. You can preload it, and you do not have to own the base game of Ghost Recon Wildlands to download the beta. You do not have to have the game in the open beta at all. But when the full version of PvP is released, you are going to need to own the base game for your specific platform. But for the beta, you don't have to own the game. It's basically open to the public. Anybody can download it and play it. So please do. If you guys are kind of on the fence of whether or not you might want to do this, you might want to get it, do it. Have fun with it, and it's going to make it so there's a lot more people during the open beta, so we'll kind of get a feel for what it is. A lot of the players will have more players in their lobbies and stuff, and it should be a lot of fun. So with that being said, there is going to actually be a live stream on Tuesday the 19th, kind of going over some of the stuff of the open beta. There's going to be some closed beta players. I don't know if you guys knew that there was a closed beta a while back. Some of the best players that, you know, they did have a little bit of a ranking system in the closed beta. And some of the best players are going to face off against the most elite team of devs from Ghost Recon Wildlands Ubisoft Paris studio. I'm playing 3 matches across 3 new maps that we have not seen yet and stuff. So that should be really, really cool. And also with that, they're going to be broadcasting for 4 hours with live pre-show content, and they're going to be hosted by some community managers and stuff. And they're also going to show Vadict, Seven, and Real-Time Commanders, the 3 content creators that are really well known in the Ghost Recon community. Big shout out to Seven. That is awesome, bro. I followed your channel for a long time. We've played a lot of games together, and I'm really proud of you, bro. That's awesome. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing you on the live stream. So congrats on that. So now I'm going to kind of get into the nitty-gritty details of the beta, show you guys, talk to you guys about what's actually going to be in there. And so anyway, each match of the PvP is going to be 4v4 team deathmatch with no respawns. And it's the best of 3 rounds wins. And also, if you get shot, you go down into, like, you're injured and you have to be revived. So that is very, very crucial in the PvP in this game, is being the fact that you can revive your teammates and stuff. So that's really, really cool, and that is going to be one huge thing. If you're not paying attention and your enemy team, revives a couple of their players, it's going to obviously make it a lot harder, for you to win, because you shot somebody, they went down, but their teammates revived them. So next, 5 out of the 8 total maps from the actual full game are going to be playable in the open beta. So there's going to be 5 maps out of the total 8 maps, and there was a confirmation in an article by one of the Ubisoft devs later this afternoon that did specify that there are going to be more maps coming post-launch. So probably somewhere December, January, probably something like that. We are going to be getting more maps for the PvP, so it's not going to be limited to just 8. We are going to be seeing more, more maps in different environments and stuff like that, which is going to be really, really cool. I'm very thankful for the fact that they're going to be doing that, because I was a little worried. I didn't want to be just stuck with 8 maps. So in the beta, there are going to be 6 playable classes, and in the full version, there's going to be 12. So we get to experience half of the created classes and the playable characters and stuff in the open beta. There's basically 3 main classes, and each main class has 4 subclasses. And in the beta, we're going to have access to 2 of those subclasses. So the 3 main classes are Marksman, Assault, and support. And then we're going to be getting 2 subclasses in each of those to play in the open beta. So that's going to be really cool. We're going to get, kind of a diversity of characters and stuff to use with different skills, different weapons, which is going to be really, really fun. One of the big key things, though, in the actual PvP, you cannot pick the same class as another person on your team in a match. So you can't like have 2 people. You can't have 2 guys with the drone. You can't have 2 point mans. You have to kind of diversify your team to the way you guys want to play, but you can't pick the same in-game character. The one cool thing, though, is you can do that, and there is going to be private custom matches. Not sure if that's going to be in the beta or not, but in the full version, you are going to be able to go in and host a private custom match, and everybody can use whoever they want on any team, doesn't matter. And this is going to be big for esports. I really think, this game is 7 months after launch. We're getting PvP, but the way it plays, it kind of plays a lot similar to how Rainbow Six Siege plays, but it's a whole different thing with open environments, and the way it plays. I could honestly see there possibly being some esports scene with this, maybe not as crazy as, other games, but there definitely is with the private custom matches there's definitely a possibility of being some esports and stuff, that goes along with this. And then each subclass that you pick in the PvP has perks. And for example, some of the perks that are going to be in there is, like for instance, if you mark an enemy, if an enemy marks you, it automatically marks them right back. That's sort of like a little, a perk that's in here. The perks aren't crazy overpowered. They're kind of just little tiny boosts to your character that you can use in game. Another one would be increased sprint speed. And then also there's another one, I can't remember what it was called, but it allows you to have like an extra stun, an extra frag, and then also like 20% more ammo at the start of your match, which, depending on what kind of gun you're using, if you're using a light machine gun and you're actually doing a lot of, suppressing fire and stuff, that's going to be big to have a little bit more ammo. And that's actually one of the new features. There are 2 new features that are going to be coming to the PvP. If you guys have not seen this yet, there's a new suppression system and there's new sound marker system. So the suppression system kind of works how it did in Ghost Recon Future Soldier. If there's somebody hiding behind cover or something and you lay down a lot of, shots on that cover, it's going to suppress them. It's going to make it so their entire screen turns blurry, and it's going to be very hard for them to shoot back or really do anything because they're not really going to be able to see. And then also there's a sound marker system. So when you shoot an unsuppressed weapon, it makes a loud noise, and the louder the weapon, the bigger the marker is going to be on the map, and the longer it's going to stay up on the map. So there's going to be like a little yellow dot that kind of appears in your general area to the enemy players when you shoot an unsuppressed weapon. So you do have to kind of pick your shots, when you want to be unsuppressed, when you want to actually pull the shot, or do you want to sneak around and try to be a little more stealthy, because you do know if you shoot, it's going to give away your position, so the entire enemy team that's left alive is going to know where you're at. And then also, you can revive your teammates at any time. You can kind of, it's something that's going to be really, I kind of mentioned this earlier in the video, it's something that's going to be very crucial to the PvP, but the one thing is when you're downed, you're not out. You're not just, a lump of crap sitting on the ground. Sorry to use that reference, but they made it so that when you're a down player, you do have a little bit of freedom, and you actually have the ability to spot and mark enemies on the map that will kind of allow your teammates to kind of get the gist of where your enemies are, so they can kind of see if it's, a good idea if they want to come revive you at that given time, because, depending on where the players are. But it makes it so that the person that's being revived isn't just, just sitting there. It actually gives them just a little bit of freedom. But overall, guys, that's kind of touching base on most of the things that are in the open beta, things that you guys need to know. And if you didn't know already, I kind of wanted to condense it down into one video so you guys didn't have to go all over looking for it. I probably missed a few things. I probably didn't get it all, but this is most of the main points that I wanted to touch on for you guys so you guys would know what's going on, for the open beta that comes out next week. Like I said earlier in the video, guys, it comes out on September 21st, which is next Thursday, and it runs through September 25th. You do not have to own Ghost Recon Wildlands to play the open beta, and it is launching on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and you can pre-download it next Tuesday on the 19th. But that's pretty much all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys found that helpful, you guys are really excited to play some PvP. I know I'm probably going to be playing it on PC, so I will definitely make some YouTube videos, and if you guys want to play with me or something like that over that weekend, I will let you guys have the information so that we can play together. But overall, it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you guys are psyched for all that, make sure to smash that like button on the video, guys. It would be much appreciated. Also, if you are new around here and you guys want to see some awesome Ghost Recon Wildlands content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and go down and turn on the bell to turn on notifications so you guys do not miss any of my uploads. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.